one thing I forgot, this ain't going to be good if I haven't got any comments.
It does help.
Yeah.
Unless you've got to do it by telepathy. Well, I haven't done mediumship by telepathy yet. Maybe that'll be a gift to come.
Maybe.
In my next life.
Can you hear my fan? Because I got my fan on because I'm hot.
Yes, have we got fans on?
Oh, good. No, I've got fans.
Put some pipes and drums on in the background if you want.
Oh, and drums, definitely drums.
Hi, Julianne. How are you, my lovely?
You are hello.
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 Is that Jennifer? Jennifer. Hiya. Hiya, Sierra. Tanita.
Hi, guys.
Oh, bless you, Julie. Bless you.
It'll be another exceedingly fabulous day.
Yes, yes. And as you can see, I'm shuffling the cards. So I'll do these, then I'm going to introduce you to our guest. If that's all right with you?
Yes, it's perfectly all right with me. Thank you very much.
To you, to me, to you, to me.
Right. Tonight's group opening card is the Angel of Forgiveness. And it says, I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. Forgiveness is my freedom. A powerful feeling of freedom emerges when we open our hearts to forgiveness. Forgiving ourselves is the first step to forgiving others. When we can learn to accept ourselves and others as we really are at present, the greatest power of healing is in forgiving. When the souls help, we can forgive anyone who has hurt us. Forgiveness teaches us about the new great law of cause and effect and opens our minds to divine mercy. So there you have it. It says forgive. It doesn't say forgive and forget. It says forgive.
Yeah. Right. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. As you know, I'm Paul.
And I'm Luke.
And our special guest, Stacy Sparkles Sparkle. It's quite a mouthful when you say that. You would like to introduce yourself and let people know what you do?
Good evening and welcome to me, myself and I. My name is Stacy and I have read tarot for 32 years. It's my profession, it's what I do, it's what I love to do. And I don't know people, obviously, when we do these lives. So evidentially, I tell people what they've been through in their past, what they're going through in their present, and then that gives them the confidence to understand that I know what I'm talking about and give you hope and guidance for the future. So I love working with tarot, and my guide works very closely with me and tells me off when I get it wrong, because cards can be taken several different ways, I guess. You know, we have different meanings, and when cards are next to other cards, they can mean things slightly differently. So it's I love it. I've read for thousands of people all around the world, and some very wealthy people, some very poor people. But at the end of the day, guys, we are just souls in this human experience, and wealth and money is not important. It's the life lessons that we have to go through that are important. So We've all been put on this earth to grow spiritually, to go through hard times. And I can honestly say I've yet to meet one soul that's not had tragedy and heartache to deal with, you know. So as a tarot reader, I'm here to give you hope for the future, to tell you what's around the corner, you know. Yes, we can see the future. Why can we see the future? Well, that is a whole Pandora's box that I'd love to go into. Your timeline, Paul or Luke, started on the day you were born and ends on the day you die. Spirit can see your whole timeline. I tap into your timeline and I'm allowed to see what goes on in a short window. Not your entire life. I'm allowed a short window of a few years ago, what's going on now, and a few years in the future. I'm allowed to do that as a tarot reader. I'm allowed to give guidance, you know. So anyone that says we're not allowed to guide through tarot is so wrong. So wrong.
Right.
But yeah.
Fabulous. And what if you're like me and you don't intend to die, you're just going to regenerate?
Yeah, very interesting, that regeneration. Yeah. We all kind of regenerate, don't we? We've all lived many lives before this one. We just can't remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting question, regeneration. We're going to name it, not past lives, but regenerations.
Yeah. If I just say, every time this one falls apart, I just regenerate into another one. And it probably won't be long because this one is starting to fall apart.
Yeah. Both of us are.
Yeah.
And one thing, can I ask everyone before you just say, "Oh, can I have a reading?" Can you please say hello?
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to actually have a hello before I want. So sorry if that sounds a bit, but yeah, if you could just say hi, then that's fair. Right. I'm going to be calling to people's names, so I can go to my little desk and do my wax art.
I hope they're nice names you're going to call people. I don't want a string of complaints about you foul mouthing people now.
Right. Jennifer GR, can I have 3 colours from you? And Tanita, I think that's right. 3 colours from you, please. And I did see Lorraine Clark pop on to say hi as well.
Yes, that was very nice of Lorraine. If you can still hear us, Lorraine. Hi.
Howdy ho.
There's a song about that, but don't ask me to sing it because I would empty the place.
Blue, green, purple for Tanita.
And it would be very important if you do give Paul 3 colours and he goes off and makes your card, it would be nice if you hung around so that he could do the reading.
That's very true.
Yeah.
And also, and I think Stacy does, because Stacy was the one who actually taught me how to do this wax cards. And it just, you know, so I just love it. But also, if you see anything in the cards when I show them, let us know. Please don't put colours up until I call your name, please. But yeah, I'm going to leave to you or Stacey. Do you want to go first?
I don't mind.
Yes,
I don't mind. So, guys, I'm here to give you advice. If you've got any issues in your day-to-day life, if you don't know what direction you're headed in, if you want a glimpse around the corner to your future, let me know. You can either say, Stacey, I'd like a general reading, or Stacey, could you try and answer this question for me, please? Because Spirit will tell me what to tell you anyway, but that's what normally happens when I do a general reading. I say, tell me what the client needs to know right now. But yeah, so if you would like a reading, Linda Wallace, Stacy. Okay, I'm going to go with Linda Wallace. Linda, I just need to put your name down. I'm going to do Linda a general reading. Linda, I have to write your names down so I don't read for the same people twice in a row. Okay. Let's see what Spirit needs you to know, Linda. Okay. Please tell me, this is what I do. Please tell me what Spirit needs Linda to know from tonight's reading, please. And they tell me when to stop shuffling the cards, in case you're wondering. Right, here we go, Linda. Oh, bless your heart. Right, Linda. First of all, I work from left to right, which is from past to present to future. So you know where you are on your timeline. I don't. Okay. So starting with the very first row, I want to say that in your past, you suffered from a lot of anxiety and depression. I feel like it was a nightmare of a situation for you. You were quite stuck in that depression for a while, sweetheart, and you couldn't see that Spirit were trying to guide you out of that depression. And I think we all need time to heal. We all need that time of reflection and sitting and really reevaluating our lives, don't we? So it's not that Spirit are telling you off. It's like, you know, they understand that you were in a really dark place and you spent a while there, babe. Okay. I feel also in your past, you yearn to be a mother. You yearn to look after people, and as your family grew, as you know, you got pregnant and things became, you had to cut ties with certain people in your past that were quite negative around you. I felt like, you know, I guess emotionally you had to step up. I guess that's what Spirit are trying to say, you know, because you had to put little people first. But at the time, you had a lot of decisions to make. The tower was on you, so there was a lot of grief and changes going on around you, and you felt like you were being pulled in two different directions and you just didn't know which way to go. The tower, the emperor, he was quite a bossy person, and he demanded that, you know, you did as you're told. That's really a polite way of saying that some people could be a bit narcissistic, I guess, and controlling. I feel really it was a hard decision for you to step away from that, but you did step away. Okay. I want to ask you, if I may, if there was a miscarriage in your past as well, sweetheart, because with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords, that usually indicates that a little baby has passed on to Spirit, which at that time, with, you know, with the little one passing, not touching the earth, oh bless you, with that child not touching the earth, again, that was a lot of heartache, a lot of, you know, you felt quite lonely in that. And I get it, I've been there myself. Okay, I've lost a child, a pregnancy, to Spirit. He didn't touch this earth for very long at all, so I completely understand that loneliness and sadness that's around. But let's moving on to the future. I want to see you start juggling things. I want to get you to prioritize what's important, what's not important. I don't feel like there's a lot of going on in your future, and Spirit is saying now's the time to start prioritizing what you need to work on and kind of putting on the back burner what isn't important, because the Fool is on you, which is a new adventure. It's about taking a leap of faith, okay, that things in the future are going to be a lot better for you. But that takes a lot of courage, you know. It takes a lot of courage to sort of like embrace things. Do you not think? I mean, some of us are quite comfortable with, you know, staying where we are. You're feeling a bit stuck, I understand. Spirit have got this new opportunity coming in for you, Linda, where you can have a new adventure. And I do not know which direction this new adventure is, but it's going to bring a lot of love and happiness for you. So hold fire, because it is literally in the next month or two, it will be very clear to you what's going to happen, and it will bring passion and warmth and joy into your life. So have that courage when an opportunity comes in. It could be via a friendship, via jobs, you know, via family, but this new adventure is going to be fantastic. The Ten of Swords is in. Oh, bless you. We do need a little light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. The Ten of Swords is the end of sadness, the end of trying times. It's about learning from our experiences and sort of like saying, okay, that was a life lesson. I understand that. And now I need to not repeat the same pattern. Okay. So with the Ten of Swords coming up, I feel like you are going to grow from this sadness and the tragedies that have happened in your life. Okay, I want you to look at your life as look at it from a stranger's perspective. Look at it and go, right, what good can you bring out of these harsh life lessons that you've had to learn, and what signs can you now spot so that you don't repeat the same thing, sweetheart? Okay. Because there's no point if we don't learn from these life lessons, you know. We're just going to end up going round on a merry-go-round, repeating the same lessons. Trust me, I've been on that merry-go-round so many times, I've got dizzy. So look at it and go, what can I learn from this? And what can I look out for? What are the flags I can look out for so I don't make the same mistake? I want to tell you, Linda, that there is a move coming up in your future, and you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is Lady Luck is on your side. I feel like there's going to be an injection of money coming to you, and yeah, I don't know which I don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming, and it's a new financial start. My only warning to you, Linda, is do not lend money out too hastily, because the people that you lend it out to might not be paying you back when they say they're going to pay you back. So my mother raised me to be, you know, never a lender nor a borrower be, because money can break down friendships and arguments within the family. So Spirit are just saying, be careful. They're not saying don't, okay, because you've got to learn lessons from this if you need to, but they're just saying be very careful when you do lend out that money. I see you buying new things for the home. I see you've got a wish card on you, so make a wish for what you need, not what you want, what you need, and it will come true. Oh, I've done that and they are dragging out payments. Oh, bless you, Linda. So learn from that too, okay? Learn from that and don't lend again. I want to say to you that in 4 years' time, you're going to be living somewhere completely different. You're going to be in a much nicer financial position that you have been in your past. And I can see you buying nice things for the home. I can see you going out and treating yourself to a nice hairdo, a nice outfit, and really, truly like, oh, I can see really good things happening, but for the next year, okay, you know, there's this adventure that's waiting for you to go on. Okay, so the sooner you kind of grab your big knickers up and go, right, I'm doing this, I'm going to take control, and I'm going to trust in spirit, and they've got good things coming for you, the sooner that adventure will come in and start working for you, for your favor, and making your life a lot better in the future. So you're in control of that, Linda. Okay, I want you to look to your future and keep this in mind. You are going to have a nice home, you're going to have more than enough money to live on, and you are going to buy nice things for yourself. Okay, so please keep that thought, keep that hope, because it's all coming for you, sweetheart. But divine timing, it will happen when you're ready, and when you're ready to embrace it. So I will leave that with you, Linda. Have a wonderful future. Bless you.
Wow. That was amazing. That was amazing. Right. Can I have names up for a crystal read? And we're going to start off with Little Boy Blue, and we're going to see what amazing things he's got in store. And which one of you lovely three am I working with tonight? Okay, Tonka, and who's going to man the gate? Coach and go. Okay, that's grand. And you're just floating around. Yeah, okay. Right, so I will be working with Tonka on the crystal ball. So let's see. Tonka, where are you going to put your talking stick? Hopefully not where I think you'd stick it. Right, okay, right, I can see it now. So he's just working his way down the list, and wherever he stops, that's where we go. Right. And he's slowing down. Okay, which one is it? Caroline Sherman Finch, I'm coming to you because Tonka's put his talking stick right across your comments. So if you could just give me a yes, please. Thank you. Firework display, red arrows fly past, anything of that nature. That a high will do nicely. Thank you very much. Okay. Right. Okay. Where are we going with this one, Tonka? Right. Right, Caroline, what I'm being shown here is an image of yourself, and you're sat in your back garden, and you're sat on one of these fold-up chairs that every time I try and put them together just fall apart. And you have a small table next to you, one of these 3-in-1 style things, and then another chair of similar design next to you. And you're sat there very much enjoying the sunshine. And what I can see next to you is the golden haze image of a person in spirit sat in the chair opposite. So you're sat here, and on your right is the table, and then there's the other chair, and the person is sat in it. And I'm seeing him or her as a golden outline, which if you had a yellow pen and you shaded it in, that's basically what I'm seeing in the crystal. So it doesn't say whether it's man or woman, it just says I'm there. So, Tonka, anything else? Okay, so if I zoom backwards, which makes the scope of the picture and the crystal ball widen out, I want to say I'm also seeing a spirit animal, and it's like perched itself on a fence line that sort of like partitions different property boundaries. And I'm looking at that and saying the only way an animal could perch like that, it would have to be a cat. So I've never seen a dog manage to balance itself on a fence line like that. So there is a cat in the boundary line between this side of you. So this is your left-hand side, and the boundary line there, and the cat is sort of perched itself as if it wants to walk along the very edge of the fence line without falling down. Now, traction bill's opening up. The portal to, let me see. Okay. Right, I can feel an energy coming in now. And as this energy approaches close to me and is practically stepping in my skin, I want to say, this is the energy of a female. This is a female energy. And I want to say she is not particularly, she's not particularly old, right? I'm not saying she's a youngster, so she's definitely not 20s. I want to say she's around the 60 to 70 mark. And I feel that if you were to look at her, she may well give you the impression to be more towards the 70s, but the energy she's got on her would say to me, she's got the energy of someone in their 50s, right? So even though she looks older, she's got a younger energy. So for that reason, I feel she's 60s to 70. Definitely retired, definitely not working, and definitely someone who spends her time in and around the home. Now, I also want to say this lady has got really, really good faculties. There's nothing messing up here. It's a very good working head. And she's one of these people that she likes a good natter. Now, I'm not trying to say in any way, shape, or form this is a gossipy lady, but she does enjoy a good natter over a cup of tea, right? If she was downtown doing the shoppings, she'd stop halfway, find a coffee shop, park a bum there, have a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and she'd sit there watching the world go by and probably thinking to herself,
how much is that coffee?
£3 for a cup of tea. Okay. I mean, she remembers when you could have it for under a shilling, right? She's also, I want to say, very family orientated, right? She likes to keep in touch with family. She's very much a case of, what you been up to? What's happened? Have you heard from so-and-so? What's that such doing? Right? She wants to know everything that's going on in the family because family means a lot to her. I'm being shown in here in the crystal now. I'm going to say it's a living room, definitely a sitting room, like where everybody would gather. I'm looking around and it looks very well kept. And I feel she's one of these ladies that can't sit still for more than 5 minutes. She has to be doing something, unless it's having a cup of tea or a coffee, right? So it's a case of, get the duster out. No. Right, I've been doing it for 5 minutes. Cup of tea. But she has a very well kept home. And she's a really well dressed lady as well. So it's not like this lady is one of those ones where everything's got from the thrift shop. I mean, she's got some really nice kit and she loves to wear it and show it off. I say, oh, do you what? I got this for 10 quid. You wouldn't believe it, wouldn't you? Now, she draws close because she has a very strong affinity to you. She looks at you as almost being her mirror image, although she does say to herself, and I can hear her saying it now, I was a better looking one. Okay? But she has a very strong affiliation to you. She'd like to keep you updated in everything she's done, everything she's going to do, all the people she's met, and every time she's got a new top, she wants to show you it. Right? So it feels like there's a little bit of a competition going on, but it's nothing serious. It's just that she likes to look good, and if she looks good, she feels good. And when she feels good, everything's okay. Now, she's making me aware of And I'll say now she's making me aware of it. Now I can see it in my mind's eye. There is some assemblies of grey clouds around you, Caroline. Okay, grey clouds. And when I see grey clouds in an image, it's not spirit telling me that you're going to jump on an airplane and fly off somewhere nice and fly above the grey clouds. It's an indication to me that there has been a sense of, how do I put it? There's been things on your mind that have been literally being continuously on your mind, all right? Which, and grey clouds is an indication to me of a build-up of negative energy. And what this means is, rather than you focusing on the more important things, right, this has been hanging over you. Now, I'm seeing an image of you stood in front of me, and I'm seeing it from about this height here, okay? So it's from your chest level, and it's up. And I'm seeing black sacks that you would normally fill non-recyclable rubbish into, and they're sitting on your shoulders. Now, what that is indicating is you've got your own issues. Everybody's got issues, but you've got some of your own piling up there that are yet to be attended to. These are the ones you think, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it the next day. Oh, I'll do it whenever. Oh, I can't be bothered. I'll do it some other time. Oh, it's all right. I'll just stack it there out the way. And it's been building up. And then there's all these other people who sit around and just moan and groan and whinge and wail and offload all of their rubbish. And you've been gathering it up here, right? You've been gathering it up on your shoulders. So when I look at you and I look at Heart's side, which would be your left side, this is all your stuff. The stuff you keep saying, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow doesn't come. Yeah. Right, and it's been piling up there. And I look on the other side, and this is all the garbage people have been piling up on you. So it's like you're taking on a new job. So at the moment, Caroline, you are playing the task of the bin man because you are collecting all the bin bags, right? And your sister's coming forward and she's saying to you, look, is it not about time you exercise that famous yoga maneuver? And it's called slippy shoulders, and just let the whole lot fall off and just leave it. Let somebody else deal with it. And when it comes to your own issues, what's wrong you can't do it today? It's either a phone call, or it's an email, or it's the checks in the post. It's quite simple. And she said, then you can just go at that with that yoga movement, the slippy shoulder movement, and just let it all fall off. And once it's gone, it's gone. And guess what? Having seen you do the slippy shoulder movement in the mind's eye, they are now showing me a beautiful sunrise. So there is a new beginning coming. And guess what? It's coming tomorrow. Because tomorrow is supposed to be when you do it. But you never got around to doing it. So tomorrow becomes the next day, and then the next day, and the next day. So you've got this lovely new beginning, your sister saying, it wants to happen today, but you keep putting it off till tomorrow. So you're not going to get this new fresh start and wonderful bright sunrise and lighting up the daffodils in the garden and the tulips and the pots. None of that's going to happen unless you do this yoga. So get your yoga mat out, put it in the living room, and practice the slippy shoulder. And that way, she says, it'll all work out right. Then she can sit down with you and have a cup of tea. But it seems to me the only thing she's doing in spirit is drinking tea. Because I keep, everywhere I look and I see her face, there's a cup of tea in her hand there. Right? And that's what she wants to get over to. It's time to practice the yoga and leave somebody else to clean up the muck. It's not your job anymore. Because tomorrow never comes. Yeah. Okay, as she's saying, you got to live for today. Because you might not have a tomorrow. Live for today. Make today count. Everything you do today, make it count. Because none of us know if we've got a tomorrow. So if you make your day brighter today by doing your yoga in the front room on that mat, today will be a special day and one that you'll always remember. I thought you were being sarcastic. She says, I want to see her doing that yoga. I never thought she could. So that's a challenge from your sis, okay? Show her the yoga moves. And you'll probably get a big applaud from spirit side from her. I don't want to see your yoga moves, honestly. But that's what it is. That's what she's got for you today. So it's, do the yoga moves, get the slippy shoulders out, dump the garbage, let the sun rise on a bright new start, and the future is bright. The future's art. No, that's an advert for a mobile phone.
Yeah, the old
phone. So that's where you got that from, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I've got for you today, and I'm going to leave her along with you and say thank you very, very much. Enjoy the rest of the show and yoga moves. Right. I'm going to move over and make way for the star of the show, the one you've all been waiting for.
That's Stacy.
The Lord of the Wax, the Keeper of the Cards, and he who likes to polish bits of cardboard. The amazing Paul. I'll be back shortly. What's that, sis? Oh, thank you so very much. That was an awesome reading and truly appreciate it. You're very welcome, Caroline.
Right. Jennifer GR, please. As you can see, I put your names on them, so if you want the cards, there is a little charge for them to help with the postage, but if you want them, that's no problem. I can sort them out. I do feel, and I'm seeing that there is a lot of things around you at the moment, and there's a lot of, and I do feel there's been a lot of dirt being spread about, which is not very nice, obviously. And I feel it's been a bit of a murky sort of, your mind's been all over the place, and it's just not right the way things are. But I see a child here actually around you that's coming through spirit, and they're actually coming in and letting us know that they are about. And I do feel this was from actually there's two. There's one that was actually born stillbirth, and the other was actually through a miscarriage. And there's a lot of things that are going on, and the way I feel this through the pink, and to me that is family that's actually had these. There's a lady here that's actually sitting down on a chair, and it's like she's like got a code of silence or anything, because of the way she's sitting, just in peace. And I feel this is what you actually need. You need the peace and quiet, because everything has just been going around and around with you, and still all new things ahead. But I do feel there are a lot of things brightening up, and I do feel there's a lady actually here, and I do feel she comes on a maternal vibration, so mother, grandmother, those sort of vibrations, and also the love from a child here. And I do feel this child, well, not actually a child, I'd say teens to 20s, that's actually coming in, and I feel it's a girl that's here around you as well. And what they're also saying is you need some new time, but also you need your childhood back, because I'm being told that you never really had a childhood. You had to grow up too quick to actually get where you are today. But they are actually saying you need your childhood back, and the love that's actually coming from this maternal lady is actually coming all around you. But things are actually starting to clear up, but there's still things that are nagging you. You have got quite a few members of family, and it's like you're thinking, well, who can be next? Who can be next? And this is how it's actually been feeling around you. But I do feel there is a lot of new things coming on the head, and I feel your spiritual journey is coming quite well at the moment. But do not run before you can walk. There's still things that you need to learn, and there's too many. And I think Stacy will agree with me here. There's too many people burning themselves out because they're not actually taking their time. They're not doing things slower. They're just rushing. And you burn yourself out. And this is what they're actually trying to say. But just take the love from spirit. And I'm going to leave that there and say, bless you. And I've got these other two to do. And then back to the lovely Stacy. Right, I actually love these cards, I really do. But what I do feel, sorry, Tanita, sorry. Oh, bless you. Right, Tanita. What I feel around you is you need a lot of healing. I do feel there is a lot of healing of the mind, body, and soul that you're actually needing. But I do feel your spiritual journey, you are taking your time. You are doing things that are really like the correct way. But I do feel there's still a lot of mismatch sort of thing, jigsaw, if you want to call it, all in your mind at the moment. But there's a lot of things going on, but doors are actually starting to open even more now. I see a fatherly figure here, and also what does look like a lady, but I don't think these two are together. I feel this lady is like a sister or someone on that wavelength that's actually coming in around you. And also there is a lady that's actually been crying. So I do feel there has been quite a few tears around you and not knowing what to do, where to go. And things have actually been getting you. I do see what looks like a rabbit here. You see that the ears there and the goofy and that. And I do feel there are a lot of things going on around in your mind. But the spiritual journey is going really, really well. You can see down here. What are you crawling for? But also, there's a lady here who's actually reading. But I feel it's actually words that have got to be spoken, and you do actually need. Oh, bless you. I'm sorry to hear that, Tanita. And I do feel he is around you, and he's actually will always be around you. But he's just saying, can you give me a little bit of time? I need to understand where I am and what I'm doing. So he's actually, and I believe that they do go into healing. They go into the halls of mirrors, and then they go and actually go and get healing from the mind, body, and soul. So I'm going to leave their love with you, and just remember, you are not alone. There is a lot of people around you still, and there is a child in spirit as well around you as well. So I'm going to leave that with you and say, bless you, Tanya. Hi, Lisa. Thank you very much. Lisa's going to share it on her page as well. So that'd be fantastic.
I don't know what's happened here. Am I all by myself? Have they left me? Am I still live, guys? Can someone put up a message? No, I am on my own. Oh, they're back.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Jesus
I do not know
wept.
what happened.
I thought, Lordy, they've introduced me onto their show and then they abandoned me. Rude.
I do apologise, but I just don't know what happened. Right, Sharon, can I have 3 colours from you?
As a test of your resilience.
And Nancy Sherman, if that's okay.
Pranksters, yeah, I agree, Julie. Pranksters, they are through and through.
Could I have 3 colours from you, please, Sharon? And Nancy Sherman. No, I didn't even touch anything. It just went off, and I. Oh, right, yeah. Orange, purple, blue. Nancy.
I am, Lisa. I'm getting there. Thank you for asking, sweetheart. Yeah.
Can I have 3 colours from you, please, Sharon? Hi, Donna Roy. How are you, my lovely? Have you seen some of the things that Donna Roy's actually done? Is that blue, orange, red? Yeah, shortly I'll actually show you.
I think she's done blue, red, and pink.
Yeah. Can I ask if you can actually put the colours and not put the hearts, because it's quite confusing. So is that pink or red?
I think it's blue, red, and pink.
Red and pink. Because I put orange.
I think you need your glasses changing.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I will show you some of that Donna Roy's art that she does. She sent us some over right from Canada, and it's amazing stuff. But right, I'm going to leave you with the wonderful, the beautiful Stacy.
Right, guys. Now's the tarot. So if you want a tarot reading, put your name down, please. We're going to do general guidance and see what spirit needs you to know from the reading. So if you could just say yes, Stacy, I will. Okay, so Marianne. Marianne, are you there, sweetheart? I'm going to give you a reading. She says losing Marianne's name. Where is she? Marianne. Did I get it right?
There's a Marianne Harris on the show, yes.
Oh, good. Right, Marianne, yes, that's right. Marianne Harris, I'm coming to you. Right. Marianne, what did the spirit want you to know, Marianne, from tonight's reading? Wow, they just threw themselves. Well, where did they throw themselves? Oh, there. There's no need for that, spirit. Let's get this correct. What does Marianne need to know from this reading tonight, please? She needs hope and direction. Thank you. Interesting that both the cards that Paul did had quite a lot of blue, which is communication. And these two, the ladies, need to communicate their feelings, okay? I feel like they're being bottling their feelings up. So they need to speak their truth and tell people what they're feeling around them. Or get a diary. If they don't want to speak it, get a diary. Because until they work through their emotions, it's going to be staying with them for a long time. So, yeah, but they were really interesting cards. I love the wax cards. Right, Marianne. I feel like in your past, sweetheart, you had a life lesson that was quite harsh for you. And I feel like someone stole something from you. I don't know if that was emotionally they stole from you, or whether physically they stole from you, but it definitely left you in a sadness. You know, you were quite peed off about it. And I feel I need to put the comments on really so I can see what she's saying. I feel like really, if you lost your purse or someone stole your purse, it was a life lesson to really make sure that you need to pay attention, zip your handbag up, stuff like that, you know. So if it was that someone came to your stole your daughter, oh bless you, Marianne. So I can understand why you've been feeling emotional, obviously. The Ace of Swords is on you, and that tells me that, you know, there was arguments and bitterness around you, great deal of stress with the Ten of Wands, but, you know, you had to deal with the one at a time. The Ace of Swords is mighty, okay? You take that sword, love, and you cut away the emotional crap that was dealt your way. You deal with your problems, okay? Because if you don't let go of the resentment and the hatred, it will eat away at you and it will cause you great depression. You've got death on you, which is new beginnings, okay? So you can come out of this in a much brighter attitude, shall I say, okay? Love is coming, or if it hasn't already come, that there was love coming to help you. So a new relationship possibly was headed your way. I don't know if it's already happened, okay? Oh, she doesn't want to reconcile. Sweetheart, yet, okay? She doesn't want to reconcile yet. Leave it open-ended because you don't know what's happening in the future, okay? As she grows older and she realizes that there are more than one side to each story, you've got to keep your mind open to the possibility. The mind is a very powerful thing, and if you use it wisely, you can navigate very easily. If you use it negatively, it will shut off opportunities. So keep your mind open to yet, please, Marianne. Has this love come in for you yet, Marianne? Are you in a new relationship? Do you trust another yet? Have you worked through your issues? Because I feel like there's a wonderful love coming. You do. No new love yet. Well, here we go, Marianne, okay? I want you to stay open to the possibility that there's a chap that's coming in for you. He's got the victory card on him. He will look after you. He will treasure you. He will treat you the way you're meant to be treated, okay? And together you will stomp through this life like a perfect partnership, okay? But you need to heal from your past. And once you heal from the past, it makes room for new to come in. I feel also when we're looking at your future, there's news coming in for you. Also, you've got, do you work with a woman? Because I feel like there's a female boss here, unless you're the boss, but I can see a female boss, or you starting a business with a woman. And the Wheel of Fortune is on your side, so things are going to start improving for you. And I do believe that when you start changing your attitude to a positive one, letting go of the traumas of the past, maybe you need to do some shadow work, you know, make peace with your past, okay? Right, so I can understand your past is terrible. You're a lonely soul. Maybe you don't need to be lonely. When you've healed, Marianne, when you've done some shadow work, okay, you will be able to realize that there are some beautiful souls out there. Not everybody is horrible. Not everybody is nasty, okay? But you need to do some shadow work. And shadow work is very simple, but effective, okay? So Imagine you're doing your shadow work, okay? And it doesn't have to cost anything. There are people out there that will help you do your shadow work, okay? You do your shadow work, you make peace with the past, and suddenly new opportunities start coming in for you, okay? Because you've got a brighter, lighter head on your shoulders, and you can start to see things coming in, okay? I feel like you need to get back into nature. I feel like there are animals. You're a very animal person, okay? And animals are unconditional love. They really are. So maybe you need to start working with animals and building up trust. Animals are souls in their own right, okay? Let them heal you, okay? Do not be a slave to your emotions, Marianne. You've got the devil on you. There's temptation around you. There will be temptations. And I don't know if that's of the flesh. I don't know if that's of the mind or body. How can I put that in a more direct way? Do you drink? Do you smoke? You know, do you like sex? The devil can signify many different things, but what Spirit is saying, do not be tempted. Try to restrain your temptations, i.e., don't be having a one-night stand or etc., etc. Yeah, Marianne, I want you to start working with building that inner peace for yourself. When I look to your future, Spirit are saying to me, you have got to turn around now, turn around and look forward. You are spending no sex life. Well, like I said, there will be temptations, or maybe some sexy beast is going to come in, love. Okay, but if you recognize it for what it is, it's just sex. There's no love in that. You need to watch out for the more deep, meaningful relationship that's coming for you. Okay, there is love for you. In other words, don't put out in the bedroom until he's proved himself worthy of your love. That's not from me, that's Spirit. You need a guiding light. You need a guiding light out of your past and the memories of your past, and you need a guiding light to look forward. So ask Spirit to help you. They will put you in touch with people that can help you, sweetheart. You do not have to be lonely, okay? You do not have to spend your time on your own, and you certainly do not have to spend time beating yourself up, okay? I feel there's a course that you could do. There could be some studying that you need to do, sweetheart, all of which will help you become more spiritual. It will help you heal, and it will help you move on to a brighter future. And really, that is what Spirit is saying to tell you. Heal from the past, forgive the past, and then start working towards your future. Because until you heal from the past, you're just going to be trudging through this shit, this emotional stuff, okay? So my message is heal. Do your shadow work, make peace, forgive, and then you will see that guiding light for your future, and oh, it's going to be great. I can't give you any more guidance than that, other than I feel like when you come out the other side and you start looking at the future with a positive mindset, you can start your own business. There's love to be found, okay? And there's courses and teachings to be doing for you. So I right now, learn from what I'm telling you, take heed of what I'm telling you, and then you've got some beautiful things coming, love, okay? You have. So I wish you well with that, and I will leave that with you, sweetheart.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Fascinating. Right. Okay. I'm going to work with Miss Scarlett. So if I could have names up, please, so that Tonka can place his talking stick next to a name. Right, there we go. I can see his talking stick. Where is he going? Where is he going? Okay, right. He stopped at Tanya Rideout. Okay, let's see. Where we go from here? Okay, yeah, no problem. Right. Rolling Thunder wants to work with me on this one. Okay. Okay, Tanya, what I'm being shown here is, I have to say, is like a gathering of peoples. There is a large, well, I'm going to say it's a campfire, a large campfire, and there's a gathering of people. And stood up by the firelight, there is, I'm going to say, like a tribal elder, and he's reciting the stories of the ancestors. And I have to say that it's like he's repeating the history, oral history of his people, because most of those that are gathered around the firelight here are what I'm going to describe as like younger members of the company of people that are here. And he's talking about times gone back when the first white men landed on their shores, and the description he's giving is like, I'm taking a wild stab at this at the moment, but from what he's talking about, this is when Vikings landed on the shores. Yet I was always taught Christopher Columbus was the first one to land on the shores. And there is a man who stands there that I recognize his appearance, because it's somewhat familiar to me. And there's a young child, a young girl that gathers close around as well, almost like to his side. She clings to him, very much clinging to him. And this person is shimmering out now into spirit. This person is shimmering out into spirit. So I'm going to see if we can pull this. Can we bring this man in? Yeah, okay. Right. I can feel an energy coming in from behind. Like my window seems to be the door for everyone here. And as this person comes forward, I want to say that I've got a male energy here. Now, this man comes through is someone who I want to say feels...
hold on, Stacy can't hear. Stacy can't hear. It's got no sound. Can't hear you.
Can you hear Stacy? Can everybody else hear me? Tanya, can you hear me? Excellent, cool. Thank you very much for that. Cool. It just appears to be Stacy that can't hear. Maybe she switched her sound off. Okay.
All right, volume.
Yeah. I'll carry on with this at the moment then. I have a gentleman here, and I want to say that he feels a youngish man. Now, when I say youngish, I'm meaning about 30, maybe 40, no more than 50, but it feels in that bracket. He's a very muscular man and very broad-shouldered, so it's like basically trying to fit him in my skin, I'd be bursting at the seams. Right, he's about, I'm going to go with 5'9" to 5'10", so not much shorter than I am. I'm 6'1" when I'm stood up. And I'm saying that he's a gentleman who is very much involved in the passing of oral history, and he is a gentleman who is very much aware of the history of the people going back many generations. Some of this history wasn't able to be written down for many years, and I'm talking about way back when there was no white settlers, where there was only the tribal communities scattered throughout North America. So no white men on the scene whatsoever, and the people that he refers to are almost like nomadic people living on the coastline. So if you imagine the coast is here and the forested areas here, they're within easy reach of the coastline, and very much gathered their food supply from the forest areas, the rivers, and the coastline. Now, I'm hearing a name that is a bit muffled, but I'm getting a picture put in my eyes now. Okay, that's biblical. Okay, then I'm being shown what is very well known to me, is that the father of nations, that's Abraham, the father of nations. I've been giving an if you like, a Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael. I'm seeing that image put in my mind here, like, and he's saying father of nations. That would be Abraham, because he was father of the Jews, and he was also father of Islam. So Abraham is a name that they want me to bring to you. Abraham. Wherever this man fits in, it's got to be way back. And he was one that recited oral history of the tribe. And I'm also seeing a small bag attached to him. And in this bag, there are, we have to open it up one. There are plant roots, there are leaves, there are stems, there are flowers, there is bark, there is and there's what looks like a, if you like, hollowed out cup type device, and a plunger that you can grind things, almost like a wooden version of a mortar and pestle, which was important to him as he brought health, and he brought healing, natural ingredients. There was no drugs. He's talking about there's no drugs like pills. There is potions you drink. There is things that you would chew on, and there are things that you would put into a form of food that you would then consume whole. And I'm also seeing what I have to describe as like, it's like a funeral pyre. There's a child, and she's covered in skins, and there is twigs holding this platform type device up, and there is underneath there's branches, there's twigs, there's consumables that would burn, and there's a lot of despair because it's not just this particular child. There are lots of children, young and old, throughout the community that are suffering what they're calling a great fever. Nothing like this ever been here before, a great fever. And this was brought in with communication between the tribal group and those from the sea. Those from the sea brought this with them. It's like a lack of immunity to a new illness, a new fever. And it's causing the people to split. Some go up along the northern, the eastern shoreline towards the north. Others come down the eastern shoreline and inland. They're talking of the land of the Mohawk, if that means anything to you. They're talking about the land of the Mohawk, coming down south to the land of the Mohawk. But those whom this Abraham is connected to remained on the northeastern shore area. And he becomes the father of a nation. And I'm showing the northern half of North America. And beyond that is the land of the ice. Look to the stones. They are telling the tale. Look to the stones. All right. Rolling Thunder saying, you know the answers already. Open your eyes. They lie before you. Ask Spirit to show you. That's what he's saying. Ask Spirit to show you. He will open your eyes and you'll see that everything you look for is already in front of your eyes. You've been looking with blinkered eyes. Right, the link is wavering now, so I think I'm at a close. I'm not hearing anybody else shout out anything.
May I interject?
You may.
Sherman, my main guide, said if the person you're reading for was to put on some native Indian music, so you've got the drums and the panpipes, etc., go into meditation, then the ancestries will put the images into the mind's eye and show. I think that is a fascinating tip that Sherman's shared.
Very useful tip as well. I would fully recommend it. I don't feel nor hear anyone else saying anything else on the subject. I do believe, Tanya, I've come to a close with you. I hope that was helpful for you. And I will say thank you very much for allowing me to read. Thanks very much, Rolling Thunder. And now it's my opportunity to welcome back he who everyone has been waiting all night for. It is the one and only, the master of the wax himself. He who tap dances on sinks.
Yeah, right.
The wonderful Paul.
I do apologise about my husband there.
Yeah, everybody apologises for me.
Right, Sharon. Yeah, right. Hi, Sharon. Right. To be honest, I've got to say, I love these cards. I really do. And I do feel there is so much love around you at the moment, even though I feel you don't feel it, but there is so much. And it's like you've been in a sort of a desert that's actually going on around you, but there's a lot of healing that is actually needed around you.
Oh, wow.
And if you look, the love and all around, but it's like you're going on a desert and it's like up and downhill and you don't seem to be getting anywhere, if you can resonate this. But there's a child here, if you look just here, and it's a female, and she's actually coming in around you at the moment, because I feel that she's actually being brought in to actually help guide you to your path that you are on, but making sure you do go the right way. And there's also a child and a maternal lady that's actually coming in around you as well, and just to bring the love and happiness all around. And I do feel it is from family, because it's in with the red and orange. I do feel you've got a lot of things on your carrying on your shoulders as well, and things that just have been getting you down, but there is light coming at the end of the tunnel, and things are actually starting to open up for you even more. I do feel you have actually been in a dark place, but with the love and help from spirit and other people, they've actually helped and got you out of where you are. But the love and the support is all over you now. And if you look here, there's another. It looks like a dog actually, but if you look, it looks a bit like a dog wearing a lady's nightdress. Just here. So yeah, but then I see a gentleman here as well. So I do feel there is a fatherly gentleman around you as well, and he's actually coming to let you know that he's got there okay. And there's a lot of questions whether did they get there, did this, did that, and he's actually coming in and saying, I'm telling you, yeah, I've got here okay, and just carry on being you. Do not change for anybody. The support that you give to people, but one thing you need to do, you need to get rid of all those other people's problems, because they are really weighing you down, and it does tire you out. And this is what this gentleman's telling me, that people just come and blah 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 blah, and you're actually words that you speak do help them, but you are keeping hold of them inside, and it's been weighing you right down. And what they're saying is you need to go and meditate, and just meditate and imagine this fire and throw all this stuff on your back right into it, because you need it. They're also bringing in a horse for you to actually help carry the burdens. But there's a lady here what looked like she's like stone, but this is what I'm being told how you've been feeling. It's like you're not getting anywhere. You're just like a statue at the moment, but things are actually coming in, and there is a lot of talking that needs to be done, but in your own time, and spirit will help and guide you with the words that do need to be spoken. And I'm going to leave that with you, and say, bless you. Thank you, Sharon, for allowing me to do this. If you do want the cards, message me afterwards. There is a little charge, but we try to do it so it's reasonable for everybody. You know, so yeah, if you can do that, that'd be, you know, if you want them, just message me. So, right, next, Nancy Sherman, please. Nancy Sherman. And I say thank you, Sharon. Just, you are full of so much love coming from spirit. You know, if I had half, I know I've got a lot of love coming from spirit, but if I had half of what you've got, it's just amazing. Yes, right, Nancy. What I'm seeing here is there's been a lot of things going around you as well, and your spiritual path is actually opening up quite wide now, and you are getting things, but you are brushing them off. You're not actually taking things on board what spirit are actually telling you. And I'll show you here, and this is another card I really like. You know, there's like a dragon actually coming down and just eating away things and still trying to get you to say things, getting you to try and listen, but things are still not. It's like being on deaf ears, and you know, I know I shouldn't really say that because I'm deaf myself, but it's just what spirit are telling me. This is how you've been. There's a young girl here as well with blonde hair, and she's coming in around you. And I feel this girl was actually through a miscarriage, but she has actually grown up in this spiritual world, and she is a lovely, lovely little girl, bless her. And there's a white rabbit also around you. But your spiritual journey, you do need, because things have been dark, things have been getting on top of you. And there's a lady here, bless her, and she's actually got tears for you and around you at the moment, because she feels that you feel alone, and she feels that you feel that you're not getting anywhere. Things are happening, things are opening up for you, but you do need this healing. And I mean the whole mind, body, and soul that does need all this healing around you. Things are brightening up around you, but as with everything, it's going to take time. And with spirit, there's no time. So, you know, it will happen, but when, God only knows. And they're actually saying, if you look at this face in like a wall, and this tells me it's like you're bashing your head against the wall, and you've actually got the markings on the wall of where you've actually been bashing your head, because people's just not listening. But spirit is saying you don't listen half the time as well when they try to get your attention. So please, just when you do see or feel spirit, just give them a yeah, okay, no problem. So yeah, I'm going to leave that with you, and people won't think you're mad, but I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do them for you. Right, I've got no, not Santa Claus. Oh no. Why would anyone want Donald Trump? Well, I shouldn't really say that. I did see Lizzie Jones. Can I have 3 colours from you? And also Alice. Yeah. No problem at all. So Lizzie Jones, can I have 3 colours from you? And Nancy, is it Go Gorty? Yeah, Alice Go Gorty. 3 colours from you, please. And please, can I ask, when we're giving readings, can you actually interact with us as well? Because it is quite difficult if we're not getting any feedback to actually, because if something's wrong, then we will to go back and actually. Yeah, can I have 3 colours from you, please, Alice Gagorti? Orange, blue, purple. Lizzie. And at the end, I actually do 2 big cards for one person. I choose the colours, and that spirit chooses a person. So I'm just waiting for Alice to give me 3 colours. If you want to start while I'm waiting, Stace.
Yeah.
Green,
Alice
lilac,
is,
blue.
yeah, green, lilac, and blue. Alice has just put. Okay. Who wants a general reading? See what's going on. While I'm waiting, Keith, sweetheart, you keep asking if you're going to be famous, and fame is just an earthbound, okay? Fame means more people know you than know me. What is fame? Okay, it's nothing really. Okay, so I think you should yearn to do something that you love to do, and if more people get to hear about you, then it's kind of like a bystanding accident. You know, fame shouldn't be what you crave for, sweetheart. Do what you love and love what you do.
Isn't that the song though, Stacey? When will I be famous?
I can't answer. I can't answer
that.
yeah. So yeah.
Group, that was for the Mac group Dross.
Yeah, wasn't it, Ross, when we were younger?
My dad used to call them Dross.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm reading all the comments here, laughing. Who wants a general reading? Sorry, guys. See what's going to happen in your future. Hi, Wendy. Wendy's just joined.
Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you.
That would be
Hayley Armstrong. Okay, Hayley. I'm coming to Hayley, okay? I'll see what spirit want Hayley to know with this reading. Right, Hayley. Let's see what spirit need to tell you, my love. What is going to happen for Hayley? Please give evidence of her past, her present, and her future. Thank you. Okay, Hayley, let's see. Oh, Sharon. Spirit always guides us where we need to be. Okay. So, oh, there's no need to shake a bit. Not unless you're what's he called? Shaking Stevens? Or Elvis? No need to shake, love. No need to shake. Right. I'm looking at your cards, sweetheart, and in your past it says that you met a chap, and what we've got lots of life lessons here, haven't we? Okay, so you meet this chap, and you felt like it was a strong connection, and you felt like you were like-minded, and you were going to rule the world together. And the tower came in, and Jesus wept. The tower cleans out anyone that's unwanted and unneeded in our lives. Okay, the tower is a very passionate card when it decides that situations no longer serve us, and we don't do anything about it. Spirit come in and they send the tower in and go, right, well, if you're not going to do anything, Hayley, we're going to step in and we're going to clear the decks, and it's for your greater good. It may not seem like it at the time, but it's for your greater good. Okay. Oh, keep doing this. Bless you. Well, so what you need to understand is that are there people back chatting you, talking behind your back, Hayley, spiteful, jealous? Like, do not be drawn into them, okay? Do not be drawn into that behavior, because you are the Empress. You're a kind, caring lady, and I feel like you've got a lot of love to give, okay? But if you listen to the gossip and the backstabbing, it will make your heart hard, and I don't want that for you, okay? I want you to step away from negative energies. They're wow. The Three of Cups is on you, Hayley. Has there recently been the birth of a baby around you? Because with the Ace of Cups, it tells me there was an addition to the family. And it was wonderful news, and everybody celebrated, okay? So is this in your past, or is it like recent past, but there was an addition to the family that you know of? Okay, that's positive. That's really positive, and I want you to celebrate this wonderful news. Your nephew, thank you. Right, so there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money around this child, and I feel like it's this child has luck with him. He's born to this earth, and I do feel like he's going to have a very comfortable lifestyle. So whatever is destined for him is really good, okay? Some of us are just born lucky, I guess, and he is going to be born very lucky. And you need to watch him as he grows older and things pan out for him, because I feel like he's got some wonderful things coming. You've got justice on you, and it's about bringing that balance into your life. Work and play, okay? Work and play. I feel like you're working for spirit. Do you work for spirit already? Because your higher self, you're the high priestess, she is coming on strong, and I feel like you should be working with spirit if you're not already doing so. I feel like you connect with people. I can see also you if you want to work with spirit, if you're not already working for them, I can see that there's going to be some juggling around where you're going to have to take some work and leave some opportunities to work for spirit. You've got to have a happy family life and a working for spirit kind of. They don't want you to be all work, right? They want you to have a happy life as well. So you need to find that balance if you haven't already found it. I can see also that there's a promotion around you, or there's extra money coming to you as well, okay? You have the Fool. A great opportunity is going to come your way where you will be earning, and there'll be three of you working together. You won't be working on your own. Three of you together working, earning, buying nice things. I mean, this is just round the corner. This is wonderful. I like to see positive readings, okay? So I think you should join armies with people. Your sisters, oh bless you. So join together, promote, work, have fun, okay? Spend money, study, learn. Now's not the time for you to be hanging around twiddling your thumbs, okay? I want you to have a plan. I want you to make plans for the future, because there are going to be many opportunities for you opening up, Hayley. You have got the Ace of Wands. This is a new business that's going to come from this. Yeah, you're going to be your own boss. You're going to be traveling overseas. There is some, I was going to swear then, there is some friggin' wonderful opportunities ahead for you over the next 3 years. Okay, you're going to achieve so much in 3 years. Really, in a whole lifetime, it's a blink of an eye. I want to speak to you in 3 years, Hayley. I want to see how you have built this business up, that you're getting the money in and you're traveling around the world, sweetheart, because that's what I see. You are going to be so, oh, you're going to be in such a good place. You're going to be a teacher, okay? You're going to teach others. You're going to help others. You're going to spread your truth. I am so pleased that I had the pleasure of reading your cards, sweetheart, because it's just brilliant. The only forewarning from Spirit, sweetheart, is just balance it out, okay? Balance it out, work and have fun. Love what you do what you love. And oh God, it's like a tornado of bloody pure bliss that's coming your way, Hayley, and you deserve it, okay? And obviously Spirit think you deserve it too, or else it wouldn't happen. So I want to see you grow and go from stronger to stronger over the next 3 years. I can't see beyond 3 years, but what I do see up to for the next 3 years it is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. So thank you for working with me, and thank you for showing me that not everything has to be tragic and awful. There are some really good things coming, and that's lifted my soul, Hayley, to be able to share that with you. So I will leave that with you. Honestly, celebrate, love. Celebrate. But don't work too hard, okay? Have that balance. That's all you need to know. Have that balance, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Wow, it's good to hear some amazing news for a change.
Oh, it's lovely. It made my skin go all bubbly and nice. I loved it.
I was having tingles listening to that. Right. I'm going to now work with Dark Messenger. So if I could have names up, please. Tonka, if you can put your talking stick up, that would be grand. All right, anytime now you can put your talking stick up, please. Today, maybe? I'm sure he does that sometimes to wind me up.
They've got wicked sense of humours.
Oh, have they ever? And they just leave you thinking, okay, am I going to anybody today? Oh, you've just decided then, have you? Right. Okay. Right, I can see it now. It's right down the very bottom, and it's just every time a name comes up, it flicks off, and then when they move, it flicks back on again. And are we saying they're very close to coming up? So let's see. Okay. Oh, he could have said that at the beginning. That would have saved us a lot of time. I'm hearing the name Joanne Stewart. Joanne Stewart. Do we have a Joanne Stewart? Hi, Joanne. Hi. He had me hanging on to the end, and then he told me your name. Right. Okay, Joanne. Let's see where we're going. Right, Joanne, I'm being shown an image of you. Oh, blimey, there's just a load of dogs just come in the door. Yeah, I've got 3 dogs in spirit just come in the door. What I'm seeing is you're stood outside in the street. Now, where you're stood, there's a cloud above you, and it's a dark coloured cloud. It's not just grey, it's like really dark charcoaly. And it's raining just under that one cloud on you. Everywhere else is bone dry. And I'm going to say about 20, maybe 30 feet away, there's a person in spirit, and I'm just seeing the yellow outline figure, and they appear to be watching you standing in the rain. Now, when I say rain, I'm talking about rain. You know, it's coming in sideways, it's coming down on you, it's like it's coming off the ground onto you. It really is pretty horrendous, this weather that you have got following you around. Now, when I see an image like this, it very much spirit is telling me that you are having a rather rough time of it, to say the least. Very much like it's you against the world, and at the moment it appears the world is winning, because you appear very much like a drowned rat in this image, and that you're soaked to the skin, and you are just, yeah, your jaws just dragging behind you as you make your way down the street to wherever you're going, plodding along. I can hear the squelch, squelch every time you put your foot down, so I know your feet are ringing, everything's ringing. Now, oh, right, okay. Now, the next thing I'm seeing is I'm almost like I'm floating above you, and I'm looking down, and spirit is taking the top of your head off. So I'm looking inside your skull, basically. Now, what I'm seeing in there is like your brain's not in there, so it's been taken out. And I'm looking in there, and literally I'm seeing a miniature hurricane blowing around the inside of your head. Okay? So what it's telling me is you've got a lot of stress and a lot of negative baggage around you, and it is making your life somewhat miserable. And it's almost like you're at war with yourself, because you just really can't seem to shake it off. You can't seem to find a way to turn to get rid of all of this. And there's a person in spirit in all these images that draws relatively close to you. And it's almost like they're shaking their head in despair at what they're seeing. Okay? And from this person in spirit, who I'm just seeing the yellowy glow, there's like a cord, a goldeny colored cord that almost like it vibrates. It's made of light, but it's like a rope. And it goes from that person across to you. And when it gets close to you, as if it wants to touch your aura, it's like touching a very grey aura. So you are literally covered in this negativity. And as hard as they want to, as hard as she wants to, if you like, I don't know, penetrate this force field that you've got there, it just ain't getting through. And you don't seem to be getting through to the world of spirit. You don't seem to be getting through to, you know, to you guys, to helpers, to advice. It's almost like you feel totally and absolutely on your own. Now, I am seeing, well, I've seen this one person in spirit, but I'm hearing from Rolling Thunder, there are a fair few people in spirit that have been trying to get through to you. And they are almost hitting a barrier that comes from you. It's like you've built a wall around you, and no one can touch me, no one speak to me, no one come near me. I want to be just, I need to hide. It's like you want to run away and hide somewhere, but no matter where you run, the whole of this issue just keeps following you. Can I pull this person in? Right, the person I have drawing close. Now, this is a female energy that's coming up to me now, a female energy. And I want to say this female energy is of a person that is what I want to describe as being in mature years. Okay. Now, mature years to me means that they are past the age of retirement and they are basically a person that would be sitting from age 70 upwards, although I feel it's higher than 70. I want to say very much around the 80s, you know. Now, she's not a very tall person. I mean, if she was stood next to me and I was stood up next to her, I could use my elbow and lean on the top of her head like that. So she's not, she is, I'm going to say she's petite, as in she's small. But she's got a, I'm not going to say fat figure, and I'm not going to say skinny figure. I'm going to say she's in proportion. Okay. Lovely silver hair, slightly thinning around here, but nevertheless, it is a good head of hair, and it is very well looked after. So it's like this lady enjoys being pampered, perhaps in the hairstyle salon, and she obviously likes a good natter as well. So it's like she likes to get out with people her age that she's known for years. They could quite happily go and sit in a salon, get their hair done, blue rinse or whatever they want, and just catch up on a natter and then go for a cuppa and maybe a scone afterwards and argue over whose turn it is to pay for it in that particular time. She draws close because she has a very strong gift. She has it in life and she has it in spirit as well. And that is, she has an abundance of what I want to call familiar love. Now, this is a love that is shared amongst family. It's none of that Hollywood hoity-toity stuff. This is a pure sense of love. It's like a love between a mother and a daughter, a father and his son, a brother and a sister, you know, that type of love. And she says that as you've locked yourself away, literally imprisoned yourself in what she describes as she's just calling a pit of misery, right? And you have no contact with anyone outside of this pit. She says the best thing to cure this despair, it says, is to engulf you in love. So rather than her throwing you a rope and trying to pull you out, and she said I could even pull a sack of tatties up, she is actually sending you this love. Now, she's showing me an image of her stood there, and every time the heart beats, there's like this big pulse of pink energy goes out. And she says, I'm standing there in front of you. You're in the street. It's pouring with rain on you. Everywhere else is bone dry, and I'm stood there, and I'm pumping this love out of you. And I'm just going to keep on sending it until you eventually get fed up of blocking it and just let it in. Right. She's talking about a hammer and a chisel, right? And she's saying, when people get depressed, when people just build brick walls up and try to hide away from the world and its dog and everybody else around them, you can swallow as many pills as you like, love. You can have as many swigs out of the bottle that you want, love. But the only way you will ever break out of that cell is if you take the hammer and the chisel yourself and you start knocking holes in it yourself. to defeat depression, you have to decide you've had enough depression, and then start knocking it down brick by brick by brick. It only takes a small crack for the light to break in. And when the light breaks in, that is when the love will come in with it. The light will chase away the dark. The love will overcome the hate and the despair. The war will be over when you declare it over. You need to make the first move. We're all gathered around you. I'm there looking at you in the pouring rain. I'm there in the pit with you. But you need to make the first move. Okay. She's saying, you know, when we used to pray, you know, in the schools, when we used to pray,
Hands together and eyes.
now the hands together, eyes closed, and you used to recite the Lord's Prayer. And then the man in the church would stand there and he would bore you to tears. And then he would say a prayer for everyone. And he'd say, oh Lord, send us this help, that help, and the next help. He said he never got any help because he never actually asked for what he damn well needed. So if you say a prayer to Spirit and say, oh Spirit, please rescue me, what they'll say is, rescue you from what? So be specific. Oh Spirit, rescue me from my pit of despair caused by my depression, and you'll have it like that. When you go to the restaurant and you say, can I have a dinner? What do they say to you? Well, what do you want? And if you say to them, I just want a dinner, you'll be there for a long, long time. But if you say you want fish and chips, you get fish and chips. No go down to a Chinese and asking for a Mexican, is it? You got to ask for the right thing, and that's when you get the help. So you're depressed and you're living in misery, and you're turning to the drink to try and hide it, and you're taking medication to try and cover it up. You need to turn around and decide, I've had enough. Spirit, send me help to get me out of this depression, and it'll be there instantaneous. And she says a cup of tea helps as well. But only if you have a digestive. She says, when you're at your lowest, and you have been quite a lot, she says, that's when I put my arms around you and hug you. Where I need you to make the first move to be able to help you in the way that you want it. Depression can be caused by many things. Despair can be caused by many things. And just feeling outright rotten about yourself and the situation you find yourself in can be just as despairing as any other physical illness. But things happen for a reason. Okay? Things happen for a reason. And the one thing that we all are guaranteed is that we're all going to be called home sometime. And you have to be able to let the people go. And you have to let them go at the time which is called. It's hard, it's difficult, but it's a part of the tapestry of life. And it's a path that we all choose. Before you came down, you chose your path. And so did everyone else. So you have to let them live that path and finish that journey. and come home. And the one guarantee is we'll all be home together soon when the time is right. She's drawn away now, and as she draws away, she's left behind on a table one single pink rose. And the pink is a symbol of love from the spirit world to the earth world. I'm going to leave her love with you and say thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. And take her love and let her help you. And with that, I'll say God bless you and thank you so much. And now the man we've all been waiting for has come back.
Yeah.
The lovely Paul.
Yeah.
You like me moving the balls all the time, don't you?
Aye. Right. Before Joanne goes, I know because we've been chatting for quite a while. Her mum is not good at all. She's near to her time, so just sending thought and love out to Joanne Stewart and her family while they're just it's horrible saying it's waiting, but I do feel, and just let her know she is loved and she's not alone. So I'm going to leave that love with you, Joanne. Right, I'm going to do two lots of cards here, obviously, and then I've got two lots of big ones. One of them I know who it's definitely going to, but the other one you have to find out. But I will be doing that after Stacey's done her last read, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So right,
A fabulous one as well.
yeah. Alice Gogati. Oh, you are there. And I love these cards. I'll tell you something, Spirit are really working me well tonight. And the way I will show you straight away, it is just really, really, it's really coming. And I do feel there is new things coming to you. And there are new beginnings as well. So I do feel it's going to be a move or new job, but I feel this is more spiritual with you, that the healing of the mind, body and soul is all around you. And if you look here, there's a really tall lady that's trying to get through a little gap, as if to say, there is ways you can get around it, but it's just you're a bit too tall. But just bend down a bit and you will fit there. And this is what things are going around in your head. You're feeling that you can't get somewhere, but there is always a way round things that can happen. It's like discussion. There is ways you can discuss things without shouting and hollering. But what I'm actually hearing them say is you always look for the blocks to stop you going to where you are, if you can understand this, because I do feel that it feels like it's you that's actually putting the blocks in, because you want to do it, but you can't, if you know what I mean. But they're just saying you can do this really well. And like the second card here, I do feel there's a dog around you as well, and also a motherly figure around you. And I'm not sure whether she's actually on this side or over. Because if she's on this side, she needs a lot of healing around. But in spirit, she's actually getting the healing, because I do feel there is a lot of healing all around this lady. But the things are actually starting to move, and just start saying to yourself, I can do it. I can, not I can't. There's no such word as can't. there's also a baby here, also in the arms of a gentleman here, and this gentleman saying, I've got the kiddie. So yeah, I've got to give you that. So I hope you can understand what this is all going, where they're actually going as well. But your mind is actually opening up, but stop putting the blocks in the way. Spirit will guide you, and spirit are all truth. They won't put you in danger. They will always guide you to the safety. Oh, yeah, they will come around you and they will be with you. And I do actually feel that when you're in bed, in your most relaxed, they do actually speak to you. So I do feel that the spirit are talking. Try and listen and try and get a journal and write down things, because they are actually going to tell you things that I'm not privy to know. Luke's not. Even Stacy's not privy to know. But things are actually coming, and they are actually coming to give you messages. So I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. Thank you for allowing me to do these for you. So I've just got to read what Ali White's just put. I sense a change in you when I tuned in last night, or I am feeling it again, or to be more accurate, it's as if spirit has switched it up again, and you feel, I can't quite pinpoint the change, but it feels very significant and truly beautiful. Bless you, Ali. And we've actually got Ali's book that she's actually written. She sent us a copy, a signed copy, bless her. But I'm going to do this one. Lizzie Jones, please. Lizzie Jones. No problem at all, Alice. No problem at all. Is Lizzie Jones still here? Right, if you want to start, because it's super. Oh, there she is. Right, Lizzie. And I know you told us you've just come out of hospital after having an operation, so I do know there is a lot of healing around you, but I feel you haven't let spirit down, as though you felt you have let them down, because you haven't been able to work the spirit or do anything spiritual. But they are saying, no, you have not let anybody down. You are you, and you do what you feel right. And bear with me a moment, Alice, and I will actually tell you what 3 colours. Green, lilac, blue you chose. Yeah, and I do feel there's things burning up inside you that you actually want to actually start doing. And if you look here, there's a face here as well. And I do feel there is a young boy actually in around you as well. And he's actually coming in, and you've actually felt him around you. And I do feel this is a brotherly love that's actually coming in around you now. And just trying to send the healing to you and be with you. And I do feel that you felt him around you. I do feel there is also a grandmotherly figure around you as well, and they're actually coming in and giving you so much healing and love at the moment, and you're actually feeling it, but you're still taking on too many things, and there's so much burning up inside you that you just want to progress in things. Take your time, give your time to heal, and give the love that you always give out, and the shares that you give, just so much love and support around you. And I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you. Yeah, I did feel it's your little brother. So Stace, are you?
Yep. So guys, this is my last reading of the evening with Double Trouble. So if someone who I haven't read for needs a reading, please put your name up now. By the way, Paul, I saw a tiger cub in that card.
Oh wow.
And it had a damaged eye, so it was like that healing that you talked about was it was very interesting. Beautiful cards you've done all evening. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, but you know, if you didn't help me to start with, you know, and I give you all the credit to you for helping me and guiding me with that.
That wasn't me, that was spirit. Do you remember at the time you were feeling lost, and spirit came in and said, introduce him to the wax, and that's all I did, Paul. I introduced you to the wax, sweetheart. You've done the rest yourself.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
Tanya Rideout. Tanya, I'm going to read for you. So Tanya, I need to see what spirit needs to know. Ali, hopefully, you know, the boys will introduce me back again and I'll read for some more people.
Definitely.
But for now, I'm going to read for Tanya and see what spirit wants her to know from this reading, bless her. Spirit, what do you want Tanya to know from this reading, please? What guidance do we need to give Tanya? Let's have some nice positivity. Okay. Righty-ho.
While Stacey's doing this, if you like what we've done tonight, can you please give us reviews on Stacey's page, on our page, on Double Trouble's page? We would be grateful, ever so grateful. Sorry.
That's all right. I was looking and I asked for some positivity, did I not? And then they're going, well, actually, let's just be realist here. Let's just tell Tanya exactly what's been going on. So, Tanya, in the past, I feel like there was a man and he caused you a lot of heartache and a bit of depression, and you were a bit fed up. And, you know, Spirit want you to know that you're moving through into smoother waters, sweetheart. You know, everything is temporary, okay? Everything is temporary. So nothing stays the same. And we have to hold on to that thought when we move through life. If it's bad, it's just temporary, okay? I want to ask you about your father. Is your father in spirit? Because I feel here there was the Ace of Swords, which was a sudden heart attack. I don't know if he's recovered from the heart attack or whether he's gone into spirit, but he's alive. Has he got problems with his heart, sweetheart? Has he had an operation? Oh my God. Paul, shut me up now. You don't talk. Okay. Phew. Right, Tanya. I can see here that there's going to be some sort of operation. I know you don't talk, but Spirit needs you to know this, okay? There is a heart attack, possibly death for him. There's not a lot we can do about that. Oh, your stepdad. Okay. Well, you asked your stepdad to look after his heart, sweetheart, okay? Look after his heart. Because whoever this male figure is, and unfortunately the cards don't differ, they don't make a difference between father and stepfather, but I feel there is issues around someone's heart. He has a pacemaker. Okay, Tanya, thank you. Did he do a checkup or something? Is it working okay? All right. Maybe they're just telling me about the situation where he had the pacemaker put in. I don't know, because I'm reading from your past through to your now to your future. So it could just be something evidential that you needed to be aware of. Okay. Moving on, you are the high priestess, sweetheart. You are the high priestess, and you have so much intuition and so much awareness around you. What do you use it? Do you use it to help others? Because you have the world on you, okay? There are many opportunities for you to use your intuition to get you out of situations, to get you give guidance to people, okay? But I don't want you to be drawn into arguments about the right and the wrong way to work with spirit, because spirit picks us and works with us all uniquely. The way you work is different to the way I work, to the way Paul and Luke work. Yeah, we're all individual, we're all unique. And the right way, well, there is no right way, because it's your way, okay? You have a wonderful connection with spirit, and if it feels right for you, you continue to work that way, babe. Don't let anyone tell you any differently, okay? You have the magician on you. You have all the tools to make things work. But I sense there seems to be a lot of stresses and strains to do with a brother or a son, because it's a young male family member around you that's causing you a bit of worry and concern. Spirit is saying that young man brought it on himself, okay? He needs to work it out. He will work it out, one problem at a time, okay? You can give him wisdom, you can give him advice, but he needs to work it out himself. Do not get involved. It's his life lessons. It will make him mature and grow up. I think they're talking about my husband or nephew. Well, either your husband's very bloody immature because he comes across as a knight, or I shouldn't talk like that on a bloody platform, should I? Has your husband got a lot of growing up to do? Does your husband cause you stress? I mean, you decide whether they're talking about your husband or your family member, okay? But know this. Know this, that he will overcome obstacles one at a time, okay? He has all the tools to overcome those obstacles. He just needs to implement it. Have you got a young daughter? Have you got a daughter? Because I sense here there's depression and sadness around a young lady that's in your family. You couldn't have children. Oh, bless your heart. Is it your sister then? Because it's a young female within the family that suffers from depression. That I want you to reach out to this young lady. She's definitely within the family. Can you reach out to her? Your niece, could you reach out to her? I feel like she's suffering from a lot of sadness and depression. And what concerns me is that she'll try and hurt herself in some way. That can be, we speak all the time, good. Have a chat with her about her mental health, because whether she's being bullied or whether someone is bullying her, there is definitely some sort of issue around her, sweetheart. And I need you to be there for her. Listen to her problems. See if you can find out what's going on, because later on in life, I don't want her to have any emotional issues to do with this temporary situation. Okay? Explain it to her. It's temporary, and she needs to stand up for herself. She needs to cut ties and walk away from this situation that's causing her heartache. I can see also, are you traveling abroad? Have you already booked a holiday? Because I can see you traveling away with a couple of men, going abroad somewhere. It's not just you. Well, okay. It's coming up then, okay? I can see in the next couple of years that you'll be traveling and going with a couple. So it's not just you and your husband. It will be another man also that's traveling with you. So maybe there's a group of you, but Spirit want you to know that there's a nice holiday abroad, okay? Take it, go for it. you have a lot of opportunities that are coming, but spirits say you're not looking in the right direction. I feel like there's a religious man that's going to reach out, and he's going to try and help guide you. I don't know what your thoughts are on religion, but the sentiment behind the religion, oh, your dad's the pastor. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so listen to his words. Okay, take the word religion out of the conversation. Okay, because I feel like there is a lot of love to be shared within a community. Okay, I think you need to. I don't know, I just feel like there's a drawing, there's a calling for you to help share the love and knowledge of something that's not earthbound. So, talk about beyond the grave, talk about source, talk about, I call God source because it's, the great almighty. Religion is man-made. Okay, but source, God, has no religion. Okay, it is just pure love, and I feel like given the words and sharing the words of love, will help with others. So having that empathy and that kindness and saying, hey, there's more to life than just this, without the religious label, will help a lot. It's about planting the seed of hope for people that, we're here to learn lessons, and we're here to help each other, share the love, and know that we're not alone. Okay, I feel like that's part of your calling, but I really want to take away the label of religion and just, replace it with love. Take a religion away and place it with love. Okay, love is the religion. We should all be loving each other, helping each other, guiding each other, be that kind ear. There is one other thing that I wanted to bring up, and you've got 4 kings, which tells me there's going to be an arrest or prison for someone around you. Has that already happened in your past? Because Spirit are talking about there seems to be, whether someone around you has stolen something or they've done something illegal. I just feel like there's going to be police and prison, and I'm hoping that's in your past. Oh, he's in trouble right now. Oh, right. Well, Tanya, I hope that I hope he's learned his lesson, sweetheart. Okay, because you don't want him going down the wrong path. Okay, Spirit will always have his back, but morally he needs to right his wrongs. He needs to apologize to whoever he wronged. He needs to right the wrong. I don't want him making the same mistake over and over. Okay, that's of course if he has a conscience and he is sorry for what he's done. Oh, he's in spirit now. Oh, so they were in prison and now they're in spirit. Okay, well, if that's the case, Tanya, he's stepping forward. Oh, he's stepping forward, because he's seen the dark side of life. He's seen the underbelly of life. He's seen the wrongs that he's done. Okay. I get. Yeah. Oh, the person he hurt is in spirit. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Well, maybe, I'm not the all-knowing oracle, but maybe that person in spirit is kind of stepping forward and saying, is there remorse? It wasn't supposed to happen, fair enough. Accidents happen, but it's whether whether that person is remorseful over their actions, and if he wants to apologize, if he wants to apologize to the spirit in heaven, then they'll accept his apology, sweetheart. Yeah. But I feel like there needs to be a conversation in the head. You don't have to say it out loud, but there needs to be a conversation where the person who did wrong needs to forgive himself and forgive the situation, babe. Okay? So I hope that's okay for you. I hope, you've got a lot going on, but I just feel like there's going to be a message given for you to pass on to the person who I feel it's not the last of it, and I'm not the person to give the whole message to you about this prison situation, sweetheart, okay? But I feel like spirit have got some unsaid things that needs to be said, and maybe you're the one that can pass it on to the person, okay? But just know that spirit are very much aware of the whole situation, or else they wouldn't have brought it up in the cards. So yeah, but forgiveness is definitely the key, okay? Forgive himself, forgive the action, and let spirit forgive him. Get him to accept that it's okay. Forgive himself, love. That's all I want to say, or else I'll just waddle on about bloody forgiveness. It's important. Like they said at the beginning of this live, forgiveness is the key. Oh, so it's interesting that my last reading brings me back to the first card that Paul and Luke pulled out, which was forgiveness. Okay, so it's really important that everybody is forgiven in that situation, Tanya. Thank you for working with me, guys. And yeah, I will hopefully see you again when the boys invite me back. Back to you, Paul.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 more to do, and the first one of the big cards is going to Kim Scott. So, Kim Scott, if I can do these cards for you, it'd be great. And do apologise about the scammer that was on. I've actually blocked it now, so they should not be able to come back on again. These scammers, they're just getting everywhere, aren't they? Causing so much trouble.
Unfortunately, but it is part of the process. Unfortunately, It just means that you're well known, and they can jump on, and you have the power to block them, sweetheart. It's fine.
Exactly. Right, Kim, what I'm seeing is there's been a lot of decisions and thinking that you've had to do over the past weeks, months, even years, and things have actually really sort of come to it like a head where you want to be and what you actually want to do. So I do feel there is a lot of climbing up hills and back down just to get, and the things that are blocking you getting where you need to be are starting to, spirit are actually starting to clear your way. Because if you look here, there's a girl here, what looks like they're tied up. There's a boy and a girl here, but more so the girl feels like she's tied up, she's trapped, she can't do anything. And this is how I feel you have been. But this gut boy thing, and I do feel this boy is actually a spirit guide, is actually coming in to break the chains away to help you get exactly where you want to be. But yeah, it has been a long road being where you are now and what you've actually been doing. You've been trying a bit of this and that, but spirit are happy with the way you've actually managed to actually progress in your time and not rush. But remember, you've got to get the healing first. You've got to get sorted out in your own mind and your body, and spirit will never leave you, but you do need the healing of your mind and body at the moment, because there's just so much going on. and they're saying, speak to spirit, talk to them. They won't lie to you. They will tell you the truth. And I know you do speak to spirit, and I feel that they will actually guide you to your right path. And I'm going to leave that with you and say, bless you. Right. This last one is for you, Stacy.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
These two are for you because I feel that there's been so much going on. And if you look at this one, all the brightness and the angels all coming around you. And if you see here, this gentleman's actually opening the door for you for you to progress even further. But I feel there's been a lot of ups and downs with health and wealth and things which have really got you down, and like you did get a blocked sort of thing, blocking your mind to get where you are. And there's this lady, and I do feel this lady is on a motherly vibrations actually coming in around you, and she's actually helping you. And I do feel this lady is becoming a guide with you as well. Like it's like your mum's being your guide as well, and she's coming in with so much love and understanding and peace for you. And I feel you've actually been speaking and communicating with her as well. And also there's a gentleman here, and he looks quite funny. It's like he's sitting on a like a motorbike, pretending to ride the motorbike, and you know.
That's my Uncle Kev. He used to ride a motorbike, babe. He's in spirit. Right. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, and as you can see, the hands are actually.
Yeah.
But I do feel there's a brotherly link here as well, and he's actually coming in, and he's saying, "Come on, girl, you've got this. Stop the tears. You've got it. I'm with you. I will always be with you. I'll always be around you. You know, and I've told you many times, I will never leave you, and I will do my best. And when your time's right, I will be there with that cuddle that you so desire from him."
Oh,
so I'm going to leave that with you. Things are opening up, and I feel that you are actually seeing a bit more spiritual things. But carry on doing what you've got, and it just said you've got this, kid.
Oh, thank you. That really warms my heart. It really does.
So the love, the respect is all around you.
Thank you.
Don't let haters win.
No, I did for a little while, but I've bashed that fork down with a stiff.
So but you can see this lady quite clearly, and she's actually around you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm going to leave that with you and say bless you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I can't thank you enough, guys. That's really made my night. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We aim to please.
And we've got one last thing, the cards. So,
And to all you lovely people who have just joined us, unfortunately, we're at the end of the show now. But we do look forward to you joining us on another night.
Well, Wednesday, we're just doing mediumship, and I'm actually doing mediumship, not wax.
You are more than capable, sweetheart. You're more than capable, okay?
Yeah.
So that will be a night for you to come and join us as well. All you lovely people.
With the lovely Tom Dodds. It's going to be amazing again. So Luke's going to pick the last card.
And the final group card of this evening is the Angel of Power. I have the power. And the angel says, infinite power, heal me. In my real beingness, I am strong, happy, and peaceful. Our soul's power is revealed to the personality as a clear purpose and the capacity to decide for the good of everyone involved in a situation. Soul power is never over someone or something. It is a power shared with all involved. That means a sharing of spiritual blessings that emerge when we tune into the divine purpose of our lives. There you go.
I tell you what,
Power.
there's a good book that's on that subject, and it's called Soul Print. And if you can look it up, Soul Print by somebody Marks, it's actually in the glove compartment of my car. I love that book, and it shows us how our soul print and how we should work our way through life. Honestly, it's such a really, really, really good book if you want to own your own power, your soul power. So that's incredible.
And I want to go back to that comment Ali put earlier. Yeah, I actually feel spirit have really got hold of me and actually given me the things, like guiding me with the wax, giving me the right words to actually speak and be continuous instead of I'm actually more continuous now and actually listening to spirit and what they are telling me and what things are happening. So I feel that myself, you know, and I do feel it is growing a lot. So yeah.
Indeed.
But I've got to say a massive thank you to the lovely Stacy for joining us tonight.
You're very welcome.
It's been amazing, and yes, we definitely want to do it again. You know,
we busy tomorrow night.
We all work in the love and the light. We do not judge anybody, apart from the scammers that keep on trying to cause the problems. But even then, we don't judge them. We just block them. But we work in the love and the light, and that is all we ask for you to do as well. And remember, there's some people out there that are on their own. They've got no one. Even like you walk past and just say hello, that could make that person's day, no matter, you know. But also, I will say, if you want the cards, please message us on Double Trouble at Home or Luke Guichard. And I know, Stacy, you do private readings as well, don't you? Or
I do private readings. Yeah. Normally, you know, they have to book a couple of weeks in advance, but if they want a full reading, it's an hour reading. But I do charge £30 for an hour's reading. I don't think that's excessive. And they just need to reach out to me and book in. Yeah, not a problem.
yeah,
not a problem.
Yeah, if you want a reading from Stacy, and like from us, there is a charge, and there's two of us, so it's like £50, and you get both. You get the wax cards plus the big wax cards I do, and I read them. Luke does the crystal balls, the cards, and like they say an hour, but we don't add on any more. It's £50, and that is it. And we give you one of our Double Trouble pens,
which I had the pleasure of receiving off of you guys, and I use that pen. It writes so beautifully. They are beautiful pens. I'm so happy you sent me one. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, and the key rings we do as well, even the tops. And it is, so yeah, we do some things. Just ask us if there's anything you want or need. We don't bite. We could only say no. 9 times out of 10 we say yes, but yeah. And Ali White has the pens as well, and she's written this beautiful book, which, you know, Luke's reading it, and I keep trying to pinch it off him so I can read it.
And I have to pinch it back.
Oh, bless you.
So I do thank you all from the bottom of our hearts, and for you, Stace, you are love. You're an inspirational person as well, and you know, we think a heck of a lot of you. And
as I do.
And a big thank you to Kim as well for doing her best to moderate. I know she's only got one platform, so I think she needs like 4 different things to actually see everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Message me afterwards, Alice, and yeah, I'll definitely sort you out a pen. That's no problem. So
well,
yeah,
guys, I give
Yeah.
my love to you all. Be
Yeah.
kind to each other, and I will bid you good night until we meet again.
Yeah, and we will definitely do this again at some point.
No
So,
worries.
yeah, you take care. Lots of
And you.
love and blessings.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Nice, guys.
Good night. Right, so that's Stacy gone, and now it's time for us to say good night
Yeah.
and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And love to each and every one of you. And again, a big thank you to Kim for moderating, and you all for being here and joining us, and also supporting us. That is the main thing, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. So big love and support from you all.
Yeah.
So take care. Good night.
God bless.
God bless.
And God willing, we'll see you again very soon.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves and each other. Night night. Love to you all.